Hello everyone. In this session we will be discussing about significant figures and rounding off, which is a topic from class 11th CBSE. We will be discussing some rules by which we can calculate the number of significant figures in a given number. What is significant figures? Significant figures are basically the meaningful digits which are known with certainty. Okay? Certainty, it means we are fixed that these are the number of digits which is present in any number. How we can calculate the number of significant figures is, first rule is very easy, that is all the non-zero numbers are significant, which means if you have a number like this 2, 3, 5, in this number we have three significant figures. We have three significant numbers. So first rule is all the non-zero numbers are significant. Rule 2, all the zeros, now we are talking about the zeros, all the zeros which is in between the non-zero number, all the zeros which is between the non-zero number are significant. For example, if you have 2, 0, 0, 2, these are the non-zero numbers and these are the zeros. But as it is coming between the non-zero number, so we will count it as well. So in this case, we will be having 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures. I think this is clear. The first rule is all the non-zero numbers are significant, and the second rule is all the zeros between the non-zero number are significant. Rule 3 is all the zeros which is preceding the non-zero number are not significant. For example, third, all zeros preceding first non-zero number are not significant or are not significant. Like 2, 3, 5. These zeros are before non-zero number, that is, it is preceding the non-zero number. It means we will not consider these digits as significant. So in this number, we are having only 3 significant figures. One more example, 0.00203. These zeros are not significant, but this zero is significant because according to rule 2, if a zero is coming between the two non-zero number, we will consider it as significant. But according to rule 3, the zeros which is preceding the first non-zero number is not considered as significant. So I can say in this case we are having 3 significant figures, 1, 2 and 3. The fourth rule. Rule 4th is if the zeros are coming to the right side, these zeros are not considered as significant. But when a decimal is coming in between, then the right hand side zeros are also considered as significant. For example, let's say first I'll write the rule to the right of non-zero number are not significant. For example, if you have 2, 20, 200 and 2000, we will not consider these zeros as significant. So according to the rule 4, we can say in all these digits we are having only one significant figure. We are having only one significant figure. But if the zeros are present after the decimal, then these are considered as significant. Considered as significant. So if I take the same number with the decimal, let's say 2, 2.0, 2.00, 2.00. In this case, I have one significant figure. In this case, I have two significant figure. In this case, I have three significant figure. In this case, I have four significant figure. Now we can try some questions. You can also try these questions first and then you can check the answers. First question is, we will be finding the number of significant figures according to the 4 rules that we have already discussed. In this case, how many significant figures are there? It's 4. 4 significant figures. In this case, we have 3 significant figures as all are non-zero numbers. In this case, we have 4 significant figures because this 0 is present after decimal, which is according to rule 4, it is significant, and this 0 is present before the non-zero number, so we will not count it as significant. So I can say in this case we have only 4 significant figures. In this case we have only one significant figure. We have only one significant figure as these zeros are present before a non-zero number. In this case we have only 3 significant figures because these zeros are present after a non-zero number and we don't have any decimal here. So I can say there are 3 significant figures in this case. Now question number 6. In this case, these zeros are present after the decimal, so we will be counting these zeros as significant. So total number of significant figures are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case also we will be counting this 0 as significant because it is present after the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. In this case we will not count this 0 because we don't have any decimal here. So there are 3 significant figures. In this case, rule 1, all the digits are non-zero number, so we can say there are 4 significant figures. In this case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. This was all about the significant figures. Now we'll discuss how we can round off the significant figures. For example, if any number is given like 2.3567 and I am asked to convert this number to a 3 significant figure, then I will have to round off this number. I will have to remove this number, and we will be following some rules for this. First rule is, when you are rounding off, let's say we are taking that example only, 3, 5, 6, 7. I want to round it off to 3 significant figures. It means I want to keep these 3 numbers. I want to keep these 3 numbers. If I want to round it off to 3 significant figures. So what we'll do, we'll see the digit which we are going to drop. We'll check the digit which we will be dropping. If the dropping digit is greater than 5, if it is greater than 5, then we can say we'll increase the preceding number by 1. For example, in this case I can write it as 2, 3, 6. As it was greater than 5, the dropping digit was greater than 5, so I increased the preceding number by 1. If the dropping digit is less than 5, then this number will remain same, so I can round it off as 2.35. Is it clear? If the dropping digit is greater than 5, we'll check only only this number. If the dropping digit is greater than 5, then we'll increase the preceding digit by 1. If the dropping digit is smaller than 5, then the number will remain same. Now what if the dropping digit is 5? Then we can say, let's say 2.3556. In this case also, I want to keep these numbers, but the dropping digit is 5. So we have 2 basic rules for this. If the dropping digit is 5, then we'll check the preceding number. If the preceding number is odd, like 1, 3, 5, 7, then we'll increase the preceding number by 1. Like in this case, we have 5, which is an odd number. So we'll write it as 2.36. But if that preceding number is even, the number will remain same. For example, if you have a question like this, we have to keep this number. Dropping digit is 5, so we'll check the preceding number. As the preceding number is even, so we'll keep the number same. Now we can discuss one question which is given in exercise, that is question number 2. In this question it is given that we have to round up the following up to 3 significant figures. We are given 4 questions that we have to round it up to 3 significant figures. In the first question it is given 34.216. Okay, now we have to round it off up to 3 significant figures. It means these are the required numbers which we want. In this case, the dropping digit is 1. We will not see this number. We will just see the succeeding number which is present after 2. So as the dropping digit is 1, which is less than 5, so the numbers will remain same, and this the answer will be 34.2. Now in the next question also, this is the number, 3 significant figures. Dropping digit is 1, so it is less than 5, so we can write it as 10.4. In the next question, these are the 3 digits which is significant, because the zeros which are present on the left hand side, we do not consider it as significant. So these are the 3 digit. 7 is the dropping digit which is greater than 5. So we'll increase the preceding number by 1. It is written here 9. So 9, if we are increasing it by 1, it will be 10. So I can write it 59 as 60. 0.0460. This 0 is considered as significant because it is present after decimal and after non-digit number. So we have rounded off this question to 3 significant figures. Now in this case, we are having 2808. These are the 3 digits which we want. 8 is the dropping digit. So we will have to increase it by 1, the preceding number. So we can write it as 2810. Make sure if you are writing it as 281, then it will be wrong. Because whenever we are rounding off, it doesn't mean that we can convert a 4-digit number to a 3-digit number. Because this is 2808. How can you convert 2808 to 281? The variation is very large, and in this case we are having only 3 significant figures because we do not consider it as significant. It was according to rule 4. Is it clear? This was all about significant figures and rounding off. So we'll meet again with a new topic. Thank you.